Okay, so then the final thing that we have to do now that we've skinned everything is make it so we cannot select the geometry, because animators like to just drag over controls and select them. But if the geometry is selectable, that makes things a little difficult. So we're going to go into our rig here, and we're going to go in the geometry group. I'm going to select it, go in the attribute editor. The shortcut for that is Control A, and usually you have to go open up display, then you need to open up drawing overrides, then you need to enable the overrides. And what we're going to do, we're going to set this display type to reference. Okay, and as soon as I do that, you see that now I cannot select my geometry. Okay, the animator does not need to be able to select the geometry, so you set it so that they can't. That way now if he wants to select and drag to select multiple controls, he can do that without also selecting the geometry. And if you didn't do it before, make sure that your joints group has been hidden, so select it and hit Control H, and that'll hide the joints, otherwise they're visible. And again, if I go to try to select controls, you'll see that the joints, because they have a higher selection priority, will get selected instead of my controls. So we need to hide the joints. Animator does not need to see the joints, so click on joints, Control H to hide them. Now I can drag to select controls, and I can animate without having to bump into controls and geometry and so on and so forth. Okay. Next thing is just to finalize the rig. Make sure that you test everything. Make sure you test everything to make sure it works. Remember that your partner's animation capabilities are going to depend highly on the quality of your rig, so make sure everything is working. Okay, now we've rigged this character in this file. What I'm going to do is just select the character group, so the top group of that rig. We'll just select that and go to File and Export Selection, and then you can export that out somewhere. Okay, the reason that we do that is that we want to put this character in a new clean file. Okay, in the process of rigging, there's probably all kinds of stuff in the background that you don't know about that are cluttering up this file. So you don't want to give this file to the animator. You want to export to a new file. So select the character, the topmost group of your rig, and then go to Export Selection and save it out as something new. Make sure you save it as a ASCII file, not a binary. Okay, because ASCII files tend to be a lot easier to deal with. So do that, and this rig is now pretty much done, ready to go for production, and the animator can then start placing the character where they need to place them. Make sure that you also work on the textures and so on and so forth. Okay, so that is the rig. Hopefully these videos have helped you catch up if you're behind, understand some things. When we get back from midterm, it'll be time to get into production and animation. All right.